Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Rainbow Warriors will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the... Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. Showing off the arms. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaching.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Shager. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've gotten the lead, everything right now looking good.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Hold it, finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in on the left. Off he goes. The 10. Touchdown, UCLA. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's caught. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Tackled immediately after the catch. After the short completion, it's now second down. Looking for room, it's Sims. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Garbers.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football, and you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bruins send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On second down, wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Garbers. Trying to get behind the defense. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
On second down, looking to throw. It's complete. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They're trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Trying to get to him. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Getting some heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
UCLA 10, Hawaii 6.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Makes the catch. It's Sims. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Shager. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They want to just keep throwing it. Firing to the right, complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They'll run it from the gun. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Harden. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Shager. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Shoots it to the left. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Quarterback will keep it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Shager. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Across the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires one high and deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Garbers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
PAT unit on the field. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field, looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Sims. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Shager. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bruins! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for room, it's Sims. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Garbers. Grabs it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Running back goes in motion. On second down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
38, Hawaii 16.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Grab behind the line. It's Sims. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Strong, firm tackle. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sims. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on second down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Good timing on the quick out. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Back to throw, it's Shager. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. He wants to throw here on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Line gets set, first down. The give as they work on that clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, up the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share.
I think I had just learned how to walk. It's funny, guys, you know, just like that 83 team, this team that lost here today, they are also very talented. They just got to take care fixing up and cleaning up some of these mistakes, but no doubt, lots to play for moving forward. Can't wait to see what happens next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.